So my biggest hobby is definitely reading. All of my family are readers. Growing up, not only I'd have a story read to me every time, like every night before bed, and then the first book I read on my own was Black Beauty, which is questionable for an 8-year-old to read. I cried at a lot of points in Black Beauty. But yeah, I'm an only child, so I would go up to Grandad a lot and be like, "Oh, Grandad, I'm bored." And he'd go to his bookshelves and he'd pull down a book and he'd be like, "Read that." I'm like, "Okay, Grandad, I've read that, I'm bored again." So we'd get another book from the shelf, read that one next. And I was like, right. So now, if I don't get to read a book in 2 days, I'm very stressed. It's my main way of relaxing. It's escapism, really, which I think is needed in life quite a lot. The dream is to have a whole house with bookcases on every wall, and you walk in, it smells like a bookshop. I've definitely got more books. I'd say about the books that I've read, I have the same amount of books that I haven't read. They're all in the attic, so they need organising, reading, building bookcases for them. My friends have put me on a book ban because I can't buy any more books until I've read all the ones that I have, which is quite difficult, but yeah. I still have the dream to be a writer one day. Life keeps getting in the way of that a little bit. But yeah, that's been my life goal since I was about 8 or 9 years old. Yeah, I don't actually have a main genre that I read. I've got a lot of fantasy, a lot of horror. One of my partners got me into manga and anime. Also graphic novels, very different from manga. They're very, some people might think they're similar, they're not. If you read Neil Gaiman's Sandman series and then read like a manga, they're very different. A few non-fictions, a lot of poetry, a lot of plays as well. But yeah, I would say reading as much as you can is very important to me. It makes me sad when I see surveys that people do, and I can't remember the exact statistics, but it was like however many people haven't read a book in 7 years, and I actually feel my heart break a little bit. Yeah. I always carry a book with me. You never know when you're going to be stranded. If your car breaks down and you're waiting 2 or 3 hours, at least I'll have a book. I also don't have a TV in my house. I don't watch TV, so that helps. I refuse to pay for a TV license, but I'm also too busy reading to watch telly anymore. But yeah, my friends are quite surprised when I say that. I'm like, yeah, no, I don't have a TV. Yeah, it's interesting to see how, if a film comes out about a book, I always love talking about what the filmmakers have done differently, like the different elements that they brought to the film. Very rarely I will be like, yeah, the film's better than the book. That's a very rare instance. I would say Where the Crawdads Sing, the book and the film did very well together.